As Dangerfield drives, loses it, Majankadume comes up with the ball. Lions do not have numbers, but coast to coast. And there was a little block there. I think it was Naz Akram from behind. A three coming back the other way is no good, and this time it's Jason Clark ripping down the board and starting the fast break possession. Sidney Brown going on two against the friendly home court row, puts the Lions up by 4. The Warriors, a lot of off-the-ball screens, forcing the Lions to switch on defense. It ends up with Lane guarding Iladilo. Rappaport had a hand in the face of Chandler, but too strong and too big. He puts the Warriors on the board. And a little bit of a zone press, and they fall back into a 2-3 from the Warriors to start. As Sidney Brown, Harper falling no good. That's rebounded by Akram. Another play from the big man Chandler, who's 0 for 2 from beyond the arc. But it's something the Lions are going to have to keep an eye on for sure. He's a threat from deep. And a rebound from Akram. As the Warriors slow it down crossing midcourt, it'll be Dangerfield guarded by Lane. Brown, and the Lions have a 3-on-2 stop, pop, good, and the block. And the Lions have been early on. Yeah. The Lions are talking pregame defense at home now. A lot of seniors graduated last year. 2 sophomores starting on the floor today. They've gotten a lot of time this season trying to show off with these Rick Flair, and they're proving it early on. Another line going at the shot clock line again. This time, tickles the twine, Trey Chandler. In the first half. 1 for 3 so far in the first. The Lions moving the ball around. The Warriors defense collapsing. And now Jason Clark, nice cut, can't get the finish. It looks like it's going to stay Lions back. There's a nice look from Rappaport on the baseline, and Clark cutting from the far wing, slicing through the lane, just can't finish the layup. Picks up by Rappaport, and now a switch. Chandler guarding the Majankadume as he looks to drive, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. Reaching for the ball. Nope, they're going to play it. Win. Foul on the Chandler. Number 13, Calvin Chandler. Interesting. That's his first. What about 2 quick ones? Speaking of Sidney, can't get that one to go off the glass, and battling for his own rebound is going to pick up the foul. Iladilo will get the rebound. That'll be Albright's first. Sidney Brown's first. It'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. The Lions this year, typically during their work in the paint, they like to drive. They have a couple slashers on the team, but with this 2-3 zone defense, Coach McGregor's going to try and clog up the lane. The Lions are going to have to make some shots from uncomfortable distances that we don't typically see. It looks like Lane comes up with the baseball pass to Brown as he drives. Can't get the Guinea layup in the lane. There are 2 Warriors defenders around him, and Chandler comes up with another rebound. And almost the kinetic block is enough to get it done now on the offensive side. Sub into the game for Lycoming,
So Tay Dowdy's getting a break. Darius James comes in for him. Tay's been having a little trouble handling the ball. That's not like him.
Majeka-Dume down to Rappaport on the baseline, and the skip pass. Lane with a contested three. And Majeka-Dume saving it gives the Lions a fresh 30 on the shot clock. A bad pass by Brown will result in a turnover, and the Warriors looking to convert on the other end. That two was short by Akram, and Nas hearing it from the home Lions faithful.
A little too quick there for Nas. He didn't have the legs under him to get that ball up. That's what happens.
It's Clark, Lane, and Brown crossing midcourt. And a tip out, last touch by Nas Akram. It'll stay Lions ball, 21 on the shot clock, 14:06 remaining in the first half. Lane gets the pass and trapped. The Lions in a little bit of trouble trying to work through this zone defense. Rappaport fouled and one. Go ahead to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. What a pass by Christian Lane.
Yeah, man, he threaded the needle on that. Beautiful catch there by Rappaport. And Dangerfield was trying to prevent the shot, so he pushed him, but he still got that ball in.
Yeah, Rappaport pretty far under the basket. Had to earn those 2 points there. He's 73.5% from the line this season. He'll add to that, converting to three-point play. Lions up by 4.
Yeah, this year as we go through the MAC games, I sit there and look and make sure I always mention, I'm really glad Rappaport's a senior.
Yeah.
Because we won't have to deal with him next year.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure a couple
He's a great player. He's been a bother for 4 years, let me tell you. Yeah. He's really good.
Other coach in the conference, I'm sure he's going to graduate. Maybe send him a graduation gift as well. Get him off the floor. Our first sub of the game, by the way, Ryan Hollis, the junior guard, in for the Warriors. A contested three is up and in by Ilo Digwe.
Yeah, Matt, he lives by that mantra, when you're hot, shoot. When you're not hot, shoot till you get hot.
A true shooter's mentality is a turnover here. Majeka-Dume shuffling his feet. That'll be the second turnover of the game for the Lions. And what I was telling you early about younger guys getting plenty of minutes on this Lions team, Troy Smoot, another one, a sophomore. We've seen him get a couple starts this season actually as well, coming off the bench in this game. Adding to Majeka-Dume as well, 4 sophomores on the floor for the Lions. That three up and in, Chandler making his second three of this contest. Lane the skip pass to Smoot, Rappaport. And now Majeka-Dume wants a corner three, and it's good. Trading the lead back and forth, Lions up by 1.
Yeah, that's just a matter of time before he starts getting hot.
One of the better scorers in the conference, trying to will this team to victory. The best scorer on the team, averaging a little under 20 points per game. The Warriors now looking for another three, living and dying in that far corner. Brown gets the rebound, fancy dribbling, and Smoot, a healthy look, no good, rebounded by Chandler. That's his 4th rebound.
Man, we're having some trouble holding on to the ball, that's for sure. As Darius James just lost it, but a nice block, nice recovery on that.
Rappaport went up to contest Ilo Digwe, and it was tipped out of bounds. Coming into the game is Mark Brinkley Jr., another sub for the Warriors as well, but we have a timeout called on the floor, 30-second timeout. We're going to take a quick break here on AlbrightAthletics.com.
So, this is my wife. She's listening. She said, can hear me, but I sound staticky. And Justin just said, I don't know what completely blown out means, but
pretty even here.
Okay. Yeah.
Forget about the girls.
How about it?
And we are back after the 30-second timeout. Albright 12, Lycoming 11 with 11:43 remaining in the first half. It's Lycoming ball. And they get the inbound to Tay Dowdy. Down low, Chandler and Isaiah Harris, who just checked in during the timeout. Harris, a tough job early coming in off the bench. The baseline J, silky smooth from Matt. He gets another 2 points.
Yeah, Lodogwe gets that confidence. Like I tell you, the more he shoots, the more confident he gets. And once he's rolling, he is unstoppable.
He now has 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting. Gives Lycoming the lead right back.
That's going to be a foul on Tay Dowdy. He was just trying to stop Brinkley from driving, but got a hand in there.
That's his first, team's third. It'll be Lions ball. And it'll be Lane on the inbounds. Lions in a box formation. Brinkley and Harris now into the corner. When you put the ball in playmakers' hands, it's Majeka-Dume cross court to Brinkley. Lions still trying to work through that 2-3 zone defense. Christian Lane right in front of us buries the three. And the Lions regain the lead. We're going back and forth here.
That was a nice shot, too, with hand in the face. Still drained it.
Christian Lane, as we said, a sophomore. He now has 3 points, 1 of 2 shooting. If that three is no good, Lane getting the rebound. Majeka-Dume 1 on 4. You're going to lose that battle every time, and it was out off his thigh, indicated by the referee.
Hey, sometimes he doesn't lose that battle. Sometimes he goes through the whole crowd and gets that shot up. I've seen it. He's going to go out now and take a little break.
Into the game for him will be Delacio Dancy.
And Lycoming's going small because Trey Chandler's also taking a break. That's going to move Naz Akram down to the 5 spot. What we lack in height, though, we got jumping ability, let me tell you.
Naz Akram with the ball, kicking it out to Ilodagwe. Now on the far side to Dangerfield. Shot clock was under 10. They got a 3 up and in. Darius James getting his first points of this game in 4 minutes of play. Lycoming back up 1.
That was a tough one. Christian Lane with a shot, just missed everything, and we got the rebound. Man, we are having some trouble with the ball handling. Dangerfield and Tay. Right there's an errant pass by Akram.
Dancy had his hands in the passing lane, couldn't come up with a steal. And now the Warriors have 10 on the shot clock. And a turnover.
Just a lot of unforced errors on our side.
That's their 6th turnover of this contest, and checking into the game now. For Albright is number 32, Blake Thompson. Him and Smoot will be bringing up the ball with Christian Lane taking a breather on the bench. Thompson, a lot of athletic ability. He's one of the kids you watch during warm-ups, and he's doing the trick dunks. He can hit long threes, and he's going to develop into a great player for this team in the years to come. Smoot with a little contact, refs swallow the whistles, and Smoot gets the tough 2. Lions back up by 1. Another corner 3 right in front of the Lions bench is a little long by Ilodagwe, rebounded by Harris. And the Lions look to convert on the other end. Brinkley down low. Harris going to work the kick out. Thompson now driving the extra pass to Dancy, and he's going to be called for the traveling violation, same thing that Majeka-Dume did a few possessions earlier.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Guys aren't getting that ball down before they lift the pivot foot, and I don't know how the refs see that. That kind of call drives me a little nuts because the intent is right there. They're driving to the hoop, but they always call a travel on it.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen that more in the past year or two. I don't know if you've noticed that as well from the referees. Maybe it's a point of emphasis they're trying to keep an eye on as we have a foul on the other side. Darius James hitting the deck pretty hard, and we have a foul.
That's all right. He's a tough kid, but that's what he does. He loves to drive in, get the contact, and then he usually blows through the defender, which he did there, and he ends up on the line for at least two. Rick Ferry's like, was he shooting or was he on the floor? Asking the ref.
That foul will be charged to Troy Smoot, his first, team second. The first free throw trickles in. And he still made the free throw.
How about it?
The buzzer guy got a little happy.
Yeah, he buzzed Trey in as Darius. He's getting ready to shoot a free throw.
Good concentration. Yeah. And he gives Lycoming the 1-point lead. We're back and forth. Tons of lead changes in the first half. Thompson in a tough spot, picking up his dribble. Resets it back to Brinkley. And now Smoot. Dancy wants the corner three. No good.
Oh!
Brinkley with the nice tip away. Chandler had his paws on it, but
that was a surprise. Chandler thought he had that rebound all the way through, and Bickley hit that thing out of his hands.
He did the work boxing out Harris, who's the biggest body on the floor, but and the Lions the other way. Thompson gets the three. Puts the Lions up by 2. Under 7.5 to play in the first here at the Bowman Center. A little uncontrolled by the Warriors, and that's going to be out of bounds. Dangerfield driving, and a couple of Lions' hands were on the ball. He had to pass it out, but 3 Warriors over there. No one collected the ball. That'll be another turnover, the 8th of the game for the Warriors. Dancy with the ball to Smoot, who wants a 3, no good. Rebounded by Chandler.
It's a good drive. Good dish for Darius. Unfortunately, he's threw it a little bit too high. Tay Dowdy not able to catch that ball. So Albright is taking it out.
.6:43 on the clock. Lions up by 2. Find Brinkley in the corner, but they're going to say his heels were on the line. The referee right next to the plate. A good angle for him is Majeka-Dume checking back into the game. Smoot taking a breather as Majeka-Dume back into the game. .6:30 remaining on the clock. A nice drive and score. Tay Dowdy.
Yeah, it was a good drive. Tay saw that opening as soon as he got loose, and boom.
Thompson tried to return the favor after making a 3. His last shot came up a little short from the corner. Chandler, who's leading all scores today with 8 points. And there's going to be a turnover there off Dowdy's thigh. Lions ball.
That was a good look. Unfortunately, not a great pass. Hit it too close to the feet.
The vision was there.
Yep.
Brinkley to Thompson. And now to Majeka-Dume in the corner. Majeka-Dume wants the corner 3. Good. And there's a timeout called on the floor. Full timeout. So we're going to take a break here on AlbrightAthletics.com. 5:45 remaining in the first half. Albright 23, Lycoming 20.
Yeah, so I don't know what he means. You are still screaming loud, and there's what's PBP mean?
I don't know what that is. Maybe it's because we typically only have one mic and now there's two. This one seems like the main mix. Maybe that'll do.
I'll ask him.
Coming back from the timeout is Brinkley, Thompson, Harris, Mijekadume, and Dancy on the floor for the Lions. Chandler, Igwadiwe, Dangerfield, who's crossing midcourt, as well as Tay Dowdy on the floor for the Warriors. Dowdy kicks it to Chandler in the corner. Harris sticking on him. Dangerfield now trying to fight through screens was Brinkley. Dowdy kicked it out, and there was a three that rattled just out from Dangerfield. There's going to be a foul on the floor.
I think they're calling that on Harris, pushing Trey Chandler out of the way.
It looks like you are correct. Harris picking up his first, team's third. Rebounded by Dancy, and he looks to push the pace, gets to Mijekadume on the wing.
Oh, calling that on Dangerfield. That looked like an elbow on the drive, but
Yeah.
but Dangerfield was moving, so that makes sense.
He picks up his second, team's fourth. Thompson taking a breather as Christian Lane checks back in. Dancy scrambling to get it into Lane. 5 minutes remaining now in the first half, and it's been a good one so far. Harris going to work on Chandler. Nice help defense coming over. Dangerfield gets the block. And the Warriors going the other way.
Dangerfield, right place, right time right there. He turned around and, whoa, look at that. It's a ball.
Dangerfield now guarded by Dancy. Long three, no good. Rebounded. Tay Dowdy's going to be the last to touch it, and it'll be Lions on the inbound.
That was a good shot, though, by Olodogwe. He's going to end up nailing that more often than not, so they'll let him go with it.
Olodogwe right now 1 for 4 from beyond the arc. But as you said, shooter keeps shooting. 15 on the shot clock for the Lions. And Harris on the baseline now kicks it out to Lane, who's driving. Brinkley, contested three, no good. Harris was held down. I think we're going to have a foul coming up on Ilodigwe. We'll see what the referee calls. Yeah. A bit of a size difference there for Ilodigwe. Need to commit the foul. And we have subs coming in. Harris, Brinkley, and Dancy are taking a breather. It's Rappaport, Brown, and Clark back on the floor. Brown thought about a three, kicks it out to Lane, who's never shy. and hits that contested three, falling back into the bleachers.
That was a nice thing. Lodogwe almost got another foul on that because slight push.
Dangerfield misses the layup but gets his own rebound, gives the Warriors a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. The Warriors swinging it around. Gets it to Chandler, guarded by Brown, who comes up with a steal.
Oh, ah.
Brown misses the layup. Chandler ball hawking, looking for the block, which Brown knew.
Well, first off, as far as Sidney Brown goes, make the layup.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the contact. He was trying to initiate the contact, which could have been an offensive foul, but the ref let him get away with that. He missed the layup, and he's looking at him going, wait, he fouled me. He didn't. And we got to get in the right page with who's going to grab the ball, because that's like the fourth time we've knocked it out of bounds.
As Majeka-Dume drives hard, Rappaport can't get the tip in.
That time, Majeka-Dume got crushed and no foul.
And he's letting the ref hear it now as well.
I mean, his head snapped.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Wow.
Woo!
And for the Warriors, that's one of those plays where when it gets tipped out and there's three blue jerseys, like, I thought you had it, you thought I had it.
Right.
No one ended up having it, and the Lions can't convert with the extra possession, but as this game wears on, something to keep an eye on. Majeka-Dume from the elbow, a little short, rebounded by James. It's Dangerfield crossing midcourt. Brown picking him up, now on the switch, guarding Dowdy. A tough shot over the outreaching arms of Rappaport. And the alley-oop, maybe a missed shot. I don't know how they're going to score that in the book. It did hit the rim. And Rappaport off the ball called the timeout, saving the possession. It's a weird sequence of play there for the Lions.
Well, I think after that alley-oop, he said, we need to regroup. I'm calling a timeout.
30-second timeout with 2:29 remaining in the first half. Albright 26, Lycoming 20. And we'll take a quick break here at the Bowman Center.
Now they're good. Now they're not. You didn't touch it. And we don't know what the PBB mic is, but that needs to be turned up to match your volume. Don't touch anything. It's working now.
We are back from the timeout break. Sidney Brown, the inbound man, gets it to Lane. As we said, under 2.5 to play in this first half. An entertaining one so far. Albright 26, Lycoming 20. Brown with the step back, toes on the line, some contact, and they're going to give him the very long two. Puts the Lions up by 8. Brown now with 6 points on 3 of 7 shooting. Chandler and Rappaport go to work again. The hook ended up short, but it looks like he's going to collect his own rebounds. And the Warriors looking for second chance opportunity points. Dangerfield on the drive, the kick out, the three, no good.
That was a nice box out there by Majeka-Dume on Chandler, just securing that rebound and then taking it up. Now they're going to set it up.
That's Majeka-Dume's 5th rebound of the game, leading all Lion rebounders. Rappaport now facing up Chandler, kicks it way to the other side, and that hit that top part of the backboard that's out of play. Easy call for the referees.
Slowly, though, Albright's built an 8-point lead right now.
Their largest of the game. The Warriors swinging it around. Dangerfield, long three. Chandler gets the rebounds. Back up. Rappaport gets the block. And another block. And the Lions fans loving it. The Bowman Center erupting. 20 seconds on the shot clock. It's still Warriors ball, but what a defensive effort from Rappaport.
Yeah, nice defense there both times. No foul.
And an offensive foul call. That's going to be on Dangerfield. The bench and the crowd loving it for Albright. What a defensive possession for the Lions. Wow.
That was good, and I'll tell you, Lane made sure he was outside that restricted zone because that's the first thing Dangerfield looked at was he inside there or not.
I always love when the referees almost delay the call a little bit and build up the suspense and then
That's it.
Give
Yep.
him the point. Smoot in the corner now. Could be the last offensive possession for the Lions. Rappaport battling down low for position. Smoot turning around, trying to split the defenders. There's going to be a foul on the floor. 26.9 remaining.
That's going to put him on the line for a 1+.
Smoot, a 62.5% free throw shooter on the season.
Well, the bad news is we had the steal. Didn't need to really reach in for that. We could have just let it go and take its own course. But you see that right in front of you as he makes the first one out of a 1+. You got to reach for it. Can't help yourself.
Smoot 2 for 2 from the line, and the shot clock turned off with 26.9 remaining. The Warriors will be holding on for the final shot.
Yeah, we want to get at least this one in so we're down 8 instead of 10 going into half.
The Lions definitely have the momentum after the 2 blocks and the offensive foul. We'll see if the Warriors could get any points here with the clock ticking down. There's 5 seconds on the clock. A long three, no good. Rappaport heads up in the crowd after collecting the rebound. The full court heave into the Lycoming women's section. And that'll do it for the first half. Albright 30, Lycoming 20. And fans, again, just a reminder, this is a doubleheader. We have another game tipping off at 3 o'clock. It should be a good one.
Well, Lycoming's got a little work to do here coming into halftime. I'm sure Coach McGarvey's going to make a few adjustments. We just got to handle that ball a little bit better, I think.
Yeah, a couple turnovers early in the first half. Right now, they're at 12 as opposed to the Lions just 5. And that's the difference here. 10-point game. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back here on AlbrightAthletics.com. I don't know how things were switching when we weren't touching it.
Yeah, I know. That's Todd. Oh, I sent him a picture.
Okay, so which one did he say?
Said no idea why pot 3 is turned up.
Pot 3. I'm trying to read where it says pot 3. When Mac comes up, we'll get him to look at it.
I'll ask him too. What's pot 3? I don't know. I'll wait for him to send it back. But Justin, who's in the, back in the studio, says it's okay now. But I still don't know what PBP is. Maybe, yeah, we'll ask Matt.
So you guys sound good. At first it was like really scratchy.
Yeah, they said it was real staticky, but let's PBP.
Oh, play-by-play mic. That's his mic.
Okay. And then Todd, I don't know how he heard, but he said no idea why. I sent him a picture of it.
Oh.
3 knobs to the right.
Green. Oh.
Turned himself up the shade. Oh, you just did that.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Oh, it should be good then.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, because I first turned it on. And, well, I plugged that into the wrong cord. Really, one working cord back there. So that was that problem. And then I turned it on, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like I can't even hear you. It's like, no, 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 no. Like,
Right. That's what they were telling us. So I sent Bartley a picture. It's like,
I'm not. This is the first time we've ever done a two-person broadcast with
Right.
us. So, yeah, it is. This is history right here. It's all right here. That's going up with play of the week.
I told him, you rated on that call. I only got the interest on that.
So Christian Lane now starts. It's actually the first three-pointer he's hit in like 5 minutes. He was 3 and 27 since he's first. You can see these two teams are both very early set. Just young stars. You can't get trees. I was at the Penn Temple last week. Penn, no. Yeah, they went through a rough stretch, but they needed it. They played. They won the city title. First time since 2002.
all right, I got my ride secured.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I went
Spot on
down.
the bus?
Yeah, I went down and told Chris, I was like, so I'm here. All right. So Justin says, all right.
Yeah.
He goes, I said, good, I hope now. He goes, so do I. Sorry you have to deal with all this while you're trying to broadcast the game. Because he's pissed apart. I mean, it's Bartley has a contract with Lycoming.
What's your number as well, just in case we need to say anything? We could text back and forth
Oh, absolutely.
instead of me writing my bad handwriting.
Hold on. Yeah, because Bartley is, I mean, Justin's mad at him because he's trying to do too many things at once.
Yeah.
And then Justin has to clean everything up. And he's like, right there is, where's the number? Cool. And he's like, right there is, it's bad because the first half broadcast at home doesn't sound good, and Lycoming's paying for it.
Yeah.
So Chris is sitting there and she goes, hey, she goes, I won't forget you. And I said, okay, I just wanted to make sure. If you would have answered my phone call, it would have been better.
Always, right?
So I said, yeah, I said, and she goes, oh, and hey, she goes, somebody texted us and said that the broadcast is real scratchy and blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah. I said, well, Todd's not here. And I said, the guy I'm doing this with, he's just like me. Doesn't really know the
I don't know
mechanics.
this stuff.
I said, we just talk. I said, so you got two of us up there that don't know what the hell all this stuff is. I
Yeah.
said, I'm taking pictures of the thing. I'm
Yeah.
sending them back to Justin. And I said, so the SID finally got it all straightened out. And she goes, good. I said, so your game's going to be perfect. And she goes, well, that's all I care about. Just is brutal. Good. Okay. So the women are wearing gray. Whatever that black, that must have been her shorts.
Personal shorts.
Or whitish into gray. Is that their typical home uniform?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought from last year. All right. All right, we got a 10-point deficit to come through. like that for a while. 11 rebounds. And he boxes out. It's like he just discovered it. Yeah.
One more bucket to a double-double.
He should be. He's a senior. Only shooting 25% from the field now. That's brutal. Albright's not much better, 35%.
And we are back here live from the Bowman Center. Albright 30, Lycoming 20. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Seth, how do you feel about the first half so far?
Well, it was I liked it. I mean, it was a little sloppy, but for the most part, I didn't really see the 10-point lead. That kind of crept up on me because it was, nip and tuck most of the half. It was 2 points here, 4 points there. And all of a sudden, Albright comes out and just boom, 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 they get a 10-point lead. So now we got a little bit of work to do on the Lycoming side, and hopefully we can get a few stops and return the favor.
Yeah, I think the Warriors' main point of emphasis is keeping possession of the ball, avoiding the silly turnovers. They have 12 right now as a team total.
Yeah, a lot of it is the drive in, and they're throwing the ball a little too high, a little too low to somebody that it's either expecting it or not. We got to stop that.
And we are underway here in the second half. The Warriors moving the ball around, and the Lions in the man-to-man defense. Chandler found himself wide open for three. The Lions try to save it. Sidney Brown had his toes on the line. That's a very athletic play there. On the far side, it was Tay Dowdy.
Yeah, Tay got that ball, was in the air with that ball, looking to see where should I throw it at him instead of just trying to save it.
Dangerfield gets the inbound pass, looking for Dowdy. It goes down low to Chandler, who faces up Rappaport. Not going for any pump fakes, and it leaves 15 seconds on the shot clock. Chandler gets the ball again. Long three was short, rebounded by Dangerfield. Lane got a hand on it, blocked, and it's going to head the other way.
Yeah, Dangerfield wanted a foul there, no call.
And Rappaport gets the bucket. Sidney Brown with the nice assist from midcourt.
Beautiful, beautiful pass. That's a tough pass, too. He's going full tilt, throws that thing in front of himself instead of even on the side. That was beautiful.
And the Lions extend their lead up by 12. Safe to say they had momentum going into the locker room, looking to hold on to it early in the second. As that's another missed three, that time by Dowdy, rebounded by Brown, who crosses midcourt.
Yeah, it falls in one of the problems for the season this year's shooting percentage. The first half, Lycoming, we only shot 27%. We're still in that muck, to be honest with you. We got to shoot a little better.
A little uncontrolled by Clark. Rappaport couldn't get the rebound, and we're headed the other way. Akron collected the rebound and gets the ball now on the far wing.
Yep.
The same play we've seen 2 or 3 times now in the first half. The shuffling of the feet is going to be a turnover. And a sub coming in for the Warriors. Ryan Hollis checking in. Hollis right now 0 for 1 in 4 minutes of play in the first half.
Ryan Hollis can get hot from beyond the arc, and he can get you caught up pretty quick. So we'll see what he can do.
The Lions right now, perimeter passing, gets it into Rappaport and kicks out. Brown from long range, buries the three, puts the Lions up by 15. Wow, Sidney Brown. He now has 9 points, and the Warriors answer the bell. Dangerfield driving the lane, gets the 2 off the glass.
Yeah, we finally stopped the bleeding a little bit there, scored 2 points. We got to get a stop here on defense now. Yep.
There's going to be a foul called on the floor.
Yeah, Mataloto, I think he got his arm in the wrong spot at the wrong time. I don't think he was trying to push. Unfortunately, he did.
Picks up his second foul, team's first. Majeka-Dume with the ball in the corner, gets it out to Lane, looking to reset. Brown, same spot, and Majeka-Dume getting the offensive rebound, and the Lions reset. A rhythm three, bang, 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 you can count them all. Lions up 16 with 17 minutes and change remaining in this game. Chandler sets the high screen, the ball kicks out to Ilo Digwe, no good on the three. Lane gets the board. Christian Lane gets his first rebound of this contest. Clark in the muck, tipped out of bounds, nice play, and the Warriors have a 4-on-1. And a foul by Lane, but I don't hate that play. You don't let the player get a clean look off. If you're going to foul him, don't let the shot go up.
Exactly, and that was a clean foul too, not allowing that to happen.
Yep.
I hate it when they're trailing and they just do a little slap on the leg or something, and it's a wide open layup. And now they got a 3-point play. So yeah, good positioning there by Lane.
Dowdy at the line shooting 2. These are his first free throw attempts of the game. He shoots 77% this season as he makes the first.
Warriors on number 1, Darius James.
James back into the game, taking a breather is Ilo Digwe. Two for 2 that trip to the line. Down 14, and the Lions in no rush.
We have been in this position before. We just we need to play solid defense right now and then make our shots.
Brown with the ball to Clark in the corner, skip passed over to Lane. And a turnover for the Lions. That's that zone defense, pesky guards up top in that 2-3 zone.
So Dangerfield's going to try to get something out of this, setting up the offense. Couple nice moves, throwing out to Ryan Hollis. Good defense, though, by Albright.
Shot clock winding down. Hollis has to put one up at the buzzer and gets it to fall. A nice floater in the lane with some traffic.
I got to tell you, Hollis hadn't seen much time till about 7 games ago, and the more he plays, the better he's getting. That was a good move.
Majeka-Dume on the other side. Gets it to Brown. Clark working the middle, leaves Rappaport on the baseline. Can't get the jumper to fall. Rebounded and headed the other way. It was Darius James. Now Hollis gets the 3. His ears were ringing. You heard you talk about it.
How about it? It's a great shot. He got himself set up, took his time, nailed it. And now Albright forced to call a timeout.
Back to a 9-point game, 38-29, a full timeout called on the floor. We're going to take a break. Enjoy the cheerleaders during this timeout break.
So whatever channel he is in. Yeah, I don't get it. Mm-hmm. He's also frustrated, so he's probably in there going, freaking Bartley, God damn.
Checking into the game during that timeout break was Troy Smoot. It's going to be Smoot, Lane, Brown, Rappaport, and Majekadume on the floor for the Lions. Majekadume resetting with 15 on the shot clock, gets it out to Lane. Smoot and Rappaport working the middle of the paint, trying to get open, but Chandler and Rappaport have been battling all day long. Shuffling of the feet again. It's going to be a turnover. That's the 9th on the day for the Lions.
Oh, and Smoot looks at the ref. He says, what did I do? I didn't see it. I didn't see his feet shuffle. I saw him make one move with the dribble, but they keep calling that.
That has to be the 5th or 6th time we've seen that called this afternoon. Chandler now setting the screen. Hollis trying to find some open space. Chandler with a nice pump fake, the kick out. Ball loose, and Smoot comes up with it. Stripped away, but ooh, they're going to call the foul on James. That looked like a clean strip from behind. The refs disagree.
Yeah, I thought it was. He had a little extra move, which caused him to hit Smoot's arm, but that was after he already got the ball. But it's what they call. They're going to call it. It's his second.
Maybe that's why we announce and not officiate.
That's it.
Brown, the inbound man, gets it to Lane. Rappaport coming up to set the high screen. Majekadume looking to drive. Now it's Lane. The jump stop and gets the ball to drop. Puts the Lions up 40-29. Dangerfield with contact, hits the deck. Getting help up from his teammates. There's going to be a foul called.
Yeah, they're going to call that on the floor. So he tried. He heard that whistle and went right up for the shot, but not going to work. We're going to take it out from underneath.
Christian Lane picks up his second, team second. Chandler gets the inbound in the near corner, handing off to Dangerfield, who has room. Just misses the three. Majekadume rips down the board. That's his 6th rebound of the day. He loses control, but Lane was in the right place to collect the ball. The Lions get lucky to avoid the turnover. Smoot from just outside the elbow, no good. Rebounded, this time by Trey Dowdy. And that three's no good. When the
Guys are just getting frustrated because, I mean, we're getting good shots once again. Just not putting them in.
Yeah, they're making nice stops defensively. They just have to flip it and get points on the other end and try and cut this lead down. Right now at 11. Lane a little uncontrolled, rebounded by James. As Darius crosses midcourt, looks to drive, gets the contact, and he's headed to the line for the three-point play.
Yeah, Darius was determined on that from the rebound at the other end, taking it all the way up the court. You could see it in his face. He was taking that to the hole.
Coast to coast, took the contact and earned the free throw as well. He's 2 for 2 from the line this afternoon. Brown and Lane subbing out DeLacio Dancy and Mark Brinkley on the floor. The free throw no good, but Chandler gives the Warriors an extra possession. A lot of contact. Ref swallows the whistle, and it's Majeka Dume with the fingertip layup on the other end. A lot of contact there from Rappaport coming over for the block.
Yeah, but it's that vertical rule. Rappaport went straight up and straight down, so the hit was there as Tay Dowdy finally gets free with a nice layup.
Dowdy now 6 points on 2 of 6 shooting this afternoon. Majeka Dume guarded by Dangerfield. The Warriors now switching on D, and it's Majeka Dume, no good from beyond the arc. Chandler gets another rebound. He has 13 on the afternoon. And a little bit of a comeback here. Momentum shifting in favor of the Warriors after a Dangerfield three.
McGarvey calls the timeout. Feels the momentum changing, wants to get some things clear on defense, I believe. So he's going to take a full timeout.
42-36. 12-12 remaining in the first half. We're going to take a quick break. Stick with us here on AlbrightAthletics.com.
We tend to do that. Unfortunately, most of the time we're down 20. And then we run out of steam when, the legs go with about 2 minutes left in the game. Let's see what's going. 12 minutes left. I think it's as good as we're going to get. You're still louder, but at least people can finally hear the game.
There you go.
And then my wife. Now it sounds great.
There you go.
Oh. We can hear your comments. Thank God I didn't swear.
And we're back here live on AlbrightAthletics.com. Albright 42, Lycoming 36, and they have the momentum. Coach McGarvey calling the timeout after the made three.
Well, like I say, I think he wanted to set up a defense, and he did. We're going to 1-3-1 right now with a little half-court press.
Dancy with the ball. Gets it over to Majeka Dume in the corner. Swinging it back around top in the handoff pass to Troy Smoot. 10 on the shot clock for the Lions. A nice drive and bucket. Sam Majeka Dume, when you need a basket, go to your best scorer, and he delivers. Dangerfield thought about driving. Hollis now on the far side. Chandler sets the screen. James, nice drive, up off the glass, and gets the deuce.
Yeah, he's strong. I mean, he just is so athletic. It's amazing to me.
It's Majeka Dume, Smoot, and Dancy, the guards on the floor. Isaiah Harris at the table about to check in. Rappaport going to work, no good. Going straight up was Chandler, and it's tough to shoot over his outstretched arms. James on the drive. Brinkley came over. Can it fall in? No! As much as the Warriors bench was trying to will that one in.
They were as a strong take by Darius, and that's what he's good at. I mean, he's going to try to change the pace of this game just by constantly getting that ball, driving into the lane.
That foul will be charged to Dancy, his first, team's fourth. James at the line. Now 2 for 3 during this game. Rappaport and Harris flip-flop. Rappaport now 7 points on 3 of 6 shooting with 1 rebound and 3 blocks. (44-40). with 10 minutes and change remaining in this game. Dancy looking to drive, kicks it out. Majekadume wants the corner three, no good. And that's Darius James collecting the rebound and pushing the pace. Nice pass. Dowdy, good. It is back to a 1-point game. And there's a timeout this time by Coach Ferry. All the momentum in favor of Lycoming right now.
That's what they can do when they start driving in. See, that time Darius goes through. They got to really hone in on him because he just went to the line twice, which allows him to dish it out to Tay in three-point land, can take his time, and when he takes his time, he usually puts the ball in the basket.
I know we talked about poor shooting performance in the first half. The Warriors were 7 for 27, a little over 25%. Right now they're 8 for 16 in the second half, 50% from the field.
That's much, much better. But Rick Ferry's a pretty smart guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in there right now saying, all right, we still got a 1-point lead. 10 minutes left. We just got to keep playing like we were playing. And hopefully this isn't another momentum change. I like the momentum where it's at right now, but
I don't.
I'm a homer. I know.
Free throws coming down the stretch are going to be huge in this game as well right now. Lycoming 6 of 7 from the line during this game.
Yeah, we're a ways off that, too. 14 fouls for Albright, 2 for Lycoming. So we won't be walking up and down the court anytime soon.
Brinkley thought about a three, kicks it out to Majekadume, slicing. Brinkley on the wing, no good. Rebounded by Darius James. Gets it over to Chandler, guarded by Harris. Now it's Dangerfield. Perimeter passing for the Warriors as Smoot goes for the steal, 15 on the shot clock. Chandler coming to set the screen. The long two, no good. Chandler had the height mismatch after the switch there on the screen. It would have been better if he drove baseline. Smoot can't get the layup. Brinkley coming in for the foul after some erratic play by both teams will result in a Brinkley foul.
Hollis got in there for a great rebound. I didn't think he was going to get that. In fact, I thought Smoot might have grabbed it over top of him. He ends up committing the foul. And Lycoming's taking it out under their hoop. They can take the lead here.
Their last lead was at 7 minutes and 44 seconds in the first half. It's been a long time since then, but they've battled their way back into this game. And now it's James working on Majekadume with Dancy coming up with the steal.
How Dancy saw that, he kind of split the difference there, knew he was going to make that pass, and ended up stealing it.
Caused the 15th turnover for Lycoming and give him the 2 points. A much-needed basket for the Lions. They're back up by 3. Hollis with the ball. Sub's going to be coming in. Elo Digwe in for James.
Number 5, Matt Elo.
So Lodigwe comes in for Darius James, who I'm sure needs a little bit of a break, but we're going to see him back pretty quick.
Quick hit for him. Dangerfield driving and gets the tough 2. Dangerfield now with 7 points. Eight and a half remaining, and we have a 1-point game. Smoot, no good on the 3. Hollis gets the rebound. Dangerfield being picked up by Lane. Chandler setting the high screen. Ball goes up in the air, and Harris comes up with it.
That was good defense by Christian Lane right there, knocking that pass out. Dangerfield was going to throw it back to Trey Chandler for the 3. Didn't get the opportunity.
The Lions working it around. It's Majekadume with 15 on the shot clock over to Dancy. Harris sets the high screen. Not open for the roll. Dancy takes it himself. A little too far under the basket gives Chandler another rebound. His 14th. Dangerfield going to work on Lane. Screen set. He has Smoot now. Harris helping with the switch. And a wide open Tay Dowdy after the separation. Good work with Chandler. Can't get the
Yeah, he wanted
bucket
that
to
one.
drop.
He should have had it too. Just didn't drop.
It
But
was-
Dancy, man, what a difference he's been making in since he got in the game. Now he's slowing it down, getting things under control.
It was great work on the Warriors' offensive end. Chandler just methodical, going back and forth, trying to get the switch. They need to convert those shots to take this lead.
2 seconds.
Dancy at the buzzer, no. Rebounded by who other than Chandler. His
Great box
15th.
out. Great box out by Trey. Yeah, what's he got for rebounds?
15.
That's great.
And 8 points, waiting on that double-double. Ooh! A double clutch in the air by Dangerfield. Smoot going to be charged for the foul.
Here's the thing, though. That should be called on the pass, not the shot. I think they're going to give him 2 shots.
Free throws coming up.
He was passing that ball. Because that was great defense by Smoot, who followed through. Yeah, now they're going to take it out underneath. Okay. That's the right call right there because Olodogwe wasn't shooting.
He was lining up at the free throw line. Now the refs are going to have a little chat.
And, of course, McGarvey's going, wait, he was shooting. I'd be doing the same thing, too. But yeah, McGarvey's asking, why isn't he on the line? It was a pass, unfortunately, for us, but why not go for it, right?
This is a lengthy delay compared to what we usually see.
I think they're getting the shot clock set.
They went from 17 to 20 seconds,
Yeah.
so they added 3. Coach McGarvey's still not happy with it. After all that, it's the Warriors' ball, and they have to go to work. They're down 1. Dangerfield, guarded by Majekadume. He's driving, tipped away. Dancy got a hand on it. Majekadume now, pass was tipped. Lane's pass was tipped. Chandler came up with the steal. A foul is called. 3 free throws coming up for Dangerfield as his teammates help him up.
Well, Dancy definitely got a piece of the ball. Apparently got a piece of Dangerfield, too, because he knocked that ball loose. But Dangerfield's going on to the line for 3 shots.
Both teams a little uncontrolled there. The ball going back and forth.
That was a ping pong ball going down the court earlier. Everybody was hitting it.
Dangerfield, his first free throw attempts of the game. Big ones here. He could put his team in the lead. The first one's up and in as Dangerfield ties this game at 46.
Yeah, Darius is a pretty good free throw shooter.
And Lycoming gets the lead. Their last time they had it, the score was 18-17.
Better to have the lead late than early, right?
Oh, yeah. 3 for 3. Ice in his veins late in this game. Those are big free throws. The Lions down 2 now, looking for a basket. It's Lane driving the kick out. Brown, a rhythm 3, no good. Majekadume, right place, right time, and he's headed to the line for the 3-point play. Can we give Sidney Brown the assist there, or is that a missed 3?
You know what? It didn't hit the rim, so maybe. But
he's laughing about it now at midcourt.
how about it? It's a great rebound. That's one of those things we just talked about. If you're going to foul the guy, don't let him shoot get the 2 points. Here he is with a 3-point play, tied at 48. He can put Albright back up.
And he does. Do you get the feeling this is going to be one of those great finishes that we're going to talk about for the rest of the season as one of those better games that either of us have seen for both these teams?
Yeah, I agree.
49-48, 5.5 remaining. And we have free throws coming up this time for Tay Dowdy. The foul is going to be on Dancy.
That's going to be Dancy's 3rd foul. Just like that, it was 14 fouls to 2. Now we're at 18 fouls at Albright side for 3 on Lycoming. So I have a feeling Lycoming's going to pick up a few more fouls coming up here.
They're 10 for 11 from the free throw line so far this game. And I jinx them now, 10 for 12. Tied at 49 as the Lions look to regain the lead. It's Majekadume around town now. Brown. Harris calling for the ball on the baseline. He gets it and picks up his dribble. Dancy pump fake, and there's going to be an off-the-ball foul. I think they might give it to Dangerfield.
Yeah, I think Dangerfield was holding
Majekadume.
Which, what else are you going to do when he's posting you up? I mean, Majekadume is a pretty strong guy posting up Darius, so not much more he could do than that. Ref saw him underneath.
Harris gets the ball with Chandler on his back. Backing him down a little strong on the layup, rebounded by Hollis, who's been in the right place at the right time for a couple key possessions, getting big rebounds. Coming off the bench as well. Chandler looking to set that high screen. Hollis to Dangerfield on the far wing. Under 10 on the shot clock. Harris with his hands straight up. Chandler came up short, rebounded by Majekadume. His 10th rebound, give him a double-double now with 16 and 10.
Yeah, Harris had good defense there on Trey, not allowing him to make that shot.
Under 4.5 to play. Brown coming up to get the ball. Now Dancy in the corner. Gets it to Lane. There's 5 on the shot clock. Lions are going to have to move quickly. And that was a rushed shot late in the possession. Lions and Coach Rick Ferry can't be happy that time down the floor. Dangerfield out to Hollis. Now Chandler with the ball guarded by Harris. That three's no good. Rebounded by Harris, looking for a guard. And it's Majekadume who crosses midcourt. Darius James and Jared Rappaport, the 2 players at the table, about to sub in during the next whistle. And it's Majekadume on the spin move. There's going to be a foul on Dowdy.
Yeah, nice move there by Majekadume. He ended up with a beautiful spin move. Caught Tay Dowdy off guard. Tay had to grab a hold of him or he would have had a wide open layup on that one.
Majekadume gets the ball off the inbounds. A contested 3, no good. Rebounded by Dowdy. And it's Darius James now. Dowdy with the ball, and there's going to be a timeout called. 49-49 with 3:10 remaining.
Lycoming takes a 30-second timeout.
This matchup of James and Majekadume the two leading scorers of this game. That's going to be an exciting one down the stretch.
Yeah, it's a great matchup because they're both pretty powerful players, and they're both very aggressive.
So athletic as well.
Oh. Tell you, Ryan Hollis has surprised me today and impressed me as well. He's getting some major minutes, and he's really contributing.
2 for 3, 5 points. 5 rebounds as well. Pretty good stat line. 10 seconds on the shot clock, 3 minutes on the game clock. Chandler, guarded by Rappaport, hands it off, Ilodigwe. Now James driving, and we're going to have a jump ball arrow pointed towards the Lions.
Good defense there by Majaka Dooby. He ended up, or Doomy, I'm sorry. He ended up getting an elbow in the chest, but he still held on to that ball to cause the jump ball. And one thing that's making me a little nervous is Rappaport just got the ball, goes up strong, but misses the shot, is fresh off the bench, and Chandler's been running most of the second half.
That's a good point. Yeah, the dual attack from Rappaport and Harris. Coach Ferry uses them almost interchangeably.
We don't have another 6'8" kid.
James looking to drive. Lane tried to swipe it away. Chandler for 3, no. Rebounded by Majeka Dume. Hollis almost got that one as well. Who was it last touched off of? They're going to say Rappaport. And it's going to be Warriors ball looking to break this tie.
That was a good look by Majeka Dooby, but got a hand on it. Didn't get to Rappaport. Well, actually it went off Rappaport's hand because somebody from Lycoming knocked that ball over there.
And the Lions now applying a little bit of pressure. Christian Lane being pesky as James crosses midcourt. Hands it off to Dowdy, guarded by Lane. Possession arrow now pointing towards the Warriors. Keep that in the back of your mind as we play this final minute 40. There's going to be a blocking foul called. I thought Dancy had his feet set. He was outside the restricted zone.
That's going to be his 4th.
Wow.
He was set, I thought.
Chandler at the line. His first free throw attempts of this game.
How would you like to see Chandler coming right at you with those 2 big strides?
No, I would step out of the way.
Yeah.
I'd let him dunk on me.
He took the shot and still got the foul called against him. Man.
Big free throws coming up for Chandler. No good on the first. A pretty quiet gymnasium for an away game and big free throws coming up. Surprised.
Yeah.
Chandler looking to break the tie. No good, 0 for 2. And if it comes down to it, the Lions know they're going to foul late in this game if they need to send someone to the line. Dancy with the ball, under a minute and a half to play. He's guarded by Ilodigwe. Rappaport calling for the screen as he sets it, looking for the roll. Dancy uncontrolled and a bad shot. Chandler collects the rebound, his 16th, and there's a minute remaining. James driving, blocked by Rappaport, and we're headed the other way. It's now Majeka Dume driving, 1-on-2, takes the contact, and there's going to be another blocking foul, and Coach McGarvey furious at midcourt.
Yeah, he didn't like that call, but how about that block by Rappaport at the other end? I mean, Darius James he had a full head of steam as that stayed out his 4th foul.
Rappaport's 4th block.
Perfectly.
He had the 2 with about 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back blocks, another big one here. Always a presence on the defensive end, and now it's time for Majekadume to hit free throws that Chandler couldn't. He's 1 for 1 from the charity stripe this afternoon.
Yeah, he's about to be 3 for 3. This kid can shoot free throws. That's another one on my list when he's a senior. I appreciate watching him. When he's a senior, I'm going to be a happy camper because he is an incredible ball player. I wish he went to Lycoming.
Just a sophomore, too. and
Yeah.
Ice water in his veins at the free throw line here with 1 minute and 1 second remaining. Makes both, like you said. Lions up 2.
When someone like that gets on the line and you're a coach, you just start planning for what you're going to do when you're down by 2.
Yep.
Because you know they're going in. Then if they don't, that's a bonus.
Albright with 3 timeouts, Lycoming with 2. As the crowd getting into this game late, there's 40 seconds remaining, 10 on the shot clock for the Warriors. Tay Dowdy with the ball, looking to drive, Rappaport looming, but the bucket is up and in. What a big play.
Beautiful shot there by Tay Dowdy because Rappaport had that block, but he just got it out of his reach.
There's about a 3-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. And the Lions holding on.
I love the fan coaches that line around the court, everybody calling for a timeout. Rick knows what he's doing. He was putting the time to a certain period where he wanted it to call that timeout.
We had an all-time clip. It was against Lebanon Valley last year. Big game late in the season, playoff implications on the line. And Jason Clark hit a corner 3 right to our right, and there was a timeout called, and that was at the end of I think it was a 12-point deficit. The crowd was on the court. I'm like, God, security's clearing them off. Our fans are dedicated. The parents are into the game. .7 on the clock. We're deadlocked at 51.
16.7 on the shot clock, though, so Lycoming's going to get it, maybe. If they make it, we get it back. If they miss it and we get the rebound, we still have a shot. But obviously, Coach Ferry is lining something up. And if it were me, I'd either be throwing it to Rappaport or
Majekadume.
Yeah.
Now the interesting
That'd be my
thing,
first choice.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Lions get the 2. Are the Warriors going to call the timeout, or is Coach McGarvey going to let them play? And then on the other side, if the Lions miss a shot here, do you call the timeout, trying to advance the ball? Do you have momentum? I guess it's all going to depend how this plays out here. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Some contact there as Majekadume with the ball. You hear the countdown from the crowd. Majekadume, nice pass. Dancy, up, no good, rebounded. And now 3 seconds left, and it's Darius James driving. Oh, and he gave up the shot. James was looking for Dowdy, but he was already driving with a full head of steam. Wow.
Wow. He didn't know the time because he didn't put the shot up.
You would think coming off a timeout and there was only 15 seconds remaining.
You got to take that shot.
Wow.
But this was a couple things with the refs, unfortunately, because they missed Dancy getting clobbered underneath. So they didn't call that one, but they just let him play through that. But they had missed a call on Lycoming's side earlier, so it was almost a makeup. But you can't do that. You got to call what you see. And Dancy got clobbered at that end on that 2-shot, on the layup. Now we're in overtime.
Free basketball, there's not much better than that.
Unless you're one of the women about to play, because I got to tell you, I hated when there'd be a game before us and it went into overtime, because you're ready. You're in your locker room, which our girls are out on the sitting in the stands now, and Albright's women's team
just came back out.
Yeah, they're just watching. But it's like, wait, I was ready. Now I gotta wait 5 more minutes. Are you kidding me?
Wow, we said it with about 10 minutes remaining. We knew this was going to be a good finish. You could just feel it as Lycoming was fighting back down. I think 14 was the most at one point, and worked it all the way back, and we're tied at 51, and it's overtime.
Yeah, well, now, unfortunately, Dancy's on the bench right now. Smart move by Rick Ferry, because he's got 4 fouls and 5 more minutes to go through, and he's really been an impactful player this second half.
Mm-hmm.
But I think his thought process, what I'm assuming Ferry's thinking is, we got to have him with about maybe 3 minutes left or 2:50. Might see him get back in for the tail end of the game.
Yep. And on the other side of the coin, it's Dangerfield and Dowdy both with 4, and they're both on the floor right now.
Oh, we don't really have a choice.
Chandler wins the tip, and Lycoming gets the first possession of this overtime.
Dangerfield is actually very, very smart. He knows when he is in some foul trouble, and he'll give something up instead of committing the foul usually.
Dangerfield with the ball, back to James. Darius James with the shot clock winding down, driving the kick out. Dangerfield, no good. Rebounded by Rappaport. Headed the other way. There's going to be a foul called as Majekadume was curling around Rappaport.
Darius James didn't agree with that call, but I got to tell you, Rappaport was sitting there with the screen. He was standing still. You got to either stop and go around or go behind. You can't go through, or you're going to get that call all the time.
Rappaport no good on the free throw, but Christian Lane comes up with the rebound, and that's big.
2 words on that: box out.
There's no reason a little guard like Lane should be able to collect that rebound. But here we are with 15 on the shot clock, and the Lions the second chance. Majekadume, the shimmy, shake, and drive up strong with the lefty layup, and he's fouled, headed to the line.
That's going to be Darius's 4th foul. Now we got 3 guys.
Darius James, his 4th, team 8 at the line, 4-2, Sam Majekadume.
And as you see Majekadume outside here dribbling, you knew he was going to take that hit. He was just setting himself up for that move.
Looking to break this tie. He gets the first point of overtime. Two for 2 that trip, and the Lions up by a bucket. But we still have a 1-possession game as Dangerfield crosses midcourt. Lane waiting for him. Chandler looking to set the high screen. Smoot getting handsy, coming over for help. And now Darius James with the ball. Hollis to Dangerfield, under 10 to shoot. Now Chandler driving. A lot of contact, no foul called. Hollis gets another big rebound. Fresh 30 on the shot clock, and now it's Darius James to Chandler. Driving again. And there's going to be a foul called on the floor.
Yeah, they're going to call that on Rappaport. Oh, no. Oh, Lane must have stuck. I didn't see him stick an arm out or anything.
I didn't see that either. But the second time that possession, 6'6", 215 against 6'7", 220. Those are big boys going at it, and they're banging down low on the glass. Chandler comes up short on the
Got to
first.
make those. Got to make. That's what I saw. I saw Chandler and Rappaport banging each other around. I didn't
The
see.
second time, too.
I didn't see Lane do anything. He's actually sitting there going, what? What did I do?
Chandler 0 for 4 from the free throw line this game. Wow.
And now Albright can take their time, run that shot clock down a little bit, get a solid shot, maybe get a 4-point lead.
Brown wants the three, no good. Way off on that one, rebounded by James. We've seen him go coast to coast before. Bodies bouncing off him. They're going to call that on the floor.
It's be 2 shots for him.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that time Lane did foul him, and that's where Darius is very smart. He knew he was out of position, so he actually committed the contact, but he knew it wasn't going to go against him because Lane was moving. And Lane's like, what am I supposed to do? And the ref's explaining that to him. He's like, you can't.
The first free throw up and in.
There we go. 3 minutes. And
Fresh legs for Dancy coming off the bench.
yeah. That's Lane's 4th foul, too. Just noticed that.
Tied at 53 with under 3 minutes to play.
That phantom foul's going to come back to hurt Lane a little bit, maybe. He's a good 3-point shooter.
Majeka looking to drive. Lane for 3, no good. Rebounded by Hollis. That's his 8th rebound.
He's playing a good game now.
And he's parked in the corner, too, with space if they could find him. Chandler handing it off. Dowdy driving, no. James in between 2 lines defenders gets the rebound and the putback.
That's what James can do for you, but he actually went over the back of Lane to get that ball. No call. Went right back up with it.
And the Warriors up by 2. Lions looking to answer. Majeka in the corner, driving baseline, a little contact, and they're going to call the foul. Wow. Hollis can't believe it.
McGarvey is holding his tongue right now. That's 2. That one I do agree was an offensive foul missed call because he was outside the restricted zone. But got to go with what they call, I guess. And he took a shot too. Minute 59 left.
At the line for 2.
Majeka 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Make it 6 for 6 as Smoot checks in for Brown. Perfect. And he ties up the game at 55. Big free throws from Majeka now 7 for 7. And a timeout is called on the floor by Lycoming. 1:54 remaining in OT.
Lycoming takes a full timeout.
We are back from the timeout, 1:54 remaining in overtime. The teams are deadlocked at 55. Dangerfield guarded by Lane. Dangerfield driving.
Oh,
Crowd wanted a walk.
I think they got away with one.
Ref swallows the whistle. Now there's 10 seconds on the shot clock for Darius James backing down Majeka-Dume. Rappaport gets the rebound.
There's Hollis getting into the thick of things again. He got a hand on that one, but didn't come down with the rebound. And now Albright's going to take some time here, get a good shot, maybe get the 2-point lead.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Majeka-Dume in the corner. Lane driving, lost it, picked up by Dangerfield, and now a minute to play.
Darius took a big chance right there because he reached in for that ball.
Chandler for three. I think that makes up for the missed free throws late.
I agree, but now what we got to do is Lyco's got to protect the three-point shot.
Smoot in the corner, pump fake, out to Lane. Now 16 on the shot clock. Dancy contested, and a bad shot for the Lions. And there's about a 4-second difference between the game and shot clocks. The Lions elect to play defense.
Now Darius is saying, go ahead and foul me if you want. I'm going to make them. And so will James. Don't throw it to Chandler today. I'm kidding.
12 seconds to play. 6 on the shot clock. Dangerfield driving in the corner. Hollis blocked. And the Lions have to put up a half-court runner. No. And the refs coming in, blowing the whistle, and a timeout was called.
He had been calling timeout for about 5 seconds at least.
Let's see what the refs put on the clock.
But here's my question. That's a shot clock violation. They didn't have possession yet, but they didn't call it because a lot of times they don't when it's just switch possession, but not with 8 seconds or 7 seconds left. They should have called the shot clock violation, which stops the clock instead of them running down, don't you think?
Yeah, and then this is big right here. Let's see how much time is put back on the clock. I didn't see Majeka-Dume calling it. You said he was for a while.
He was behind him. He was calling. Yeah, he was calling timeout. It's a matter of how much time to go. Because I'm thinking, why aren't they taking the timeout was what I was thinking because
right here it should have been called when they got the rebound.
Yes. Well, they should have called the shot clock violation.
That too.
Because they blocked the shot and time had run out as Hollis was trying to shoot it. But a lot of times they do just let them go when they've changed possession anyway. And that's what they did there.
2.1. The Lycoming fans are not happy.
I'm thinking he was calling timeout with about 4 seconds. Honestly.
Whatever you put back on the clock, Lycoming wouldn't be happy with it, but
right.
Yeah, it could have been more.
Could have been. Because Sam was down here at this three-point line calling timeout. They didn't see him until about half court. And there's 3 refs. You know?
Someone's got to see.
Do you need 4 to pay attention to everybody?
And
it wasn't like he's a small guy. He's like making a big noise calling timeout.
The Lions are going to get the ball right here, right in front of us.
Yeah. Still, 2 seconds. It's time. It's a lot of time to get a couple dribbles, and a shot.
Now, if you're Lycoming, do you foul on the pass right in? 2 free throws then, and you're still up 1.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
But if someone, God forbid, gets a shot off and Majeka-Dume's 3 free throws, we've seen what he's done so far.
Absolutely.
This will be interesting how Lycoming plays it.
What a big 3 now from Chandler, huh?
Yep.
You're right. That made up for the missed free throws, and I'm glad they put the big guy on the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, very smart. I didn't say very. I said very is smart because he wanted to see the defensive alignment. So he called, Lycoming called the timeout.
Wow.
I thought Ferry called that one out just to see what they were going to do, but I guess it was the other way around.
Now, what type of adjustments can you make after just a split second of seeing that the lines were just in a box formation?
Well, they saw where Sam is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, might be going to him. But that just, they could change what play they were going to run anyway.
If I'm Lycoming here, I'll let Majekadume cut this way and get the ball coming the opposite way. 2 seconds left. He has to turn his momentum.
Yeah.
So you can play this smart, letting the ball in and not fouling.
And I'd still keep Chandler on the ball because he's a wall.
Mm-hmm. And I would have him angled, and I would give up this whole
Absolutely.
2/3 of the court and just have him almost standing sideways, saying,
Yeah.
you're not going to get it down in our corner right here.
And whatever you do, do not foul if it's inside the three-point line, and certainly do not foul outside the three-point line unless it's on the floor. You want to give up the 2 shots, okay. But do not foul somebody shooting inside that three-point line and possibly give up a three-point play.
Yeah.
Same line, same alignment, though. So Ferry didn't change anything. We'll see what happens.
And here we go, 2.1 on the clock. Smoot is the inbounder. They're going to look for Majekadume coming right here. He's going to have to turn around, and he lost possession of it. No foul called, and that will do it. Lycoming.
You know what, though? He lost the ball.
Yeah, it was a clean play. He just lost it. He was almost looking for the foul. 58-55, and Lycoming gets a big road win in overtime, down 14, fought all the way back. Wow.
Keeps their hopes alive because they're saying they go out, they win the rest of their games, and they get a couple losses. Playoffs are still possible.
Yep. Wow. We ended up having a great game to start off this doubleheader. As we said, the women are going to tip off. They didn't put the clock up yet. I'd say probably in 25 minutes.
I would say.
They were scheduled to tip off in 7 minutes, but then overtime happened. So we're going to take a little break here. Again, thank you very much for tuning in. For Seth and myself, we appreciate it. We'll be back here for the second game. Lycoming gets a big win.
It's relieving.
Yeah. That's a much happier bus ride home all the way back up there.
Yeah. I'm going to be on the women's bus, though, so I want them to win, so it's a happier ride, too.